This is the plaintiff, Anita Holland Moritz. She says she hired the defendant to install a new window in her rental cottage, but changed her mind because she was told by someone else she didn't need a new window after all. She'd prepaid the defendant for the work. They agreed he would return the labor portion of the money she gave him because he had purchased the window already, and she's still waiting for her money. She has no other choice but to sue him here today for the $1,000 he still owes her. So that's what she's doing. This is the defendant, John Wilkinson. He says the plaintiff's forgetting he worked 20 hours fixing her chimney, and that's what the money he still has of hers is for. He doesn't know why the plaintiff has had a change of heart with him because he has done work for her for years without any problems and doesn't feel he has to return any of the money because he earned it. He's accused of holding on tight to his money.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff hired the defendant to install a new window in her cottage. Now, she changed her mind, but the defendant won't return her money. The defendant says he fixed her chimney, and that's what she paid for. It's the case of chimney creep.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Ms. Moritz, Mr. Wilkinson's been a kind of handyman for you throughout many years. You say that you requested from him this time to come and do some work on a rental cottage that you own, correct?
Yes,
All right, and you had a certain amount to spend, so it had to be within that budget.
that's correct, yes.
All right, so tell me what issues you had in the rental cottage this time.
There were two things. One was a chimney repair, and one was a window replacement.
And what kind of repair did the chimney need?
As it turned out, it needed a repair to the concrete cap on top of the chimney, and then there would be a metal rain cap or whatever on top of that.
Okay, so what work did you do? Because at some point you hired him in August, correct?
Yes, 2017.
And then you got sick right after that?
Actually, it goes just a few months before that. In February, I got diagnosed with a kidney problem. They had to take the kidney. And I recovered from that within a month, and I was back on the job doing a annex to the property that she rents.
Okay, but did something happen with your health that delayed this job? Because she didn't ask for her money back until 4 months later.
Well, in September, they had me back in for tests, and they had to take a bladder and a prostate and a few other parts, and so
I'm
here
so
I am.
sorry to hear that. How are you doing now?
I'm fine. This is just, this thing on my head is surgery for skin cancer. So I think they got it all this time. So,
Jeez.
But it has nothing to do with our relationship.
No, I understand. But that's what caused her to say, can I have my money back? It's been 4 months.
And I totally understand, except I did spend some time and resource preliminary to all of this. And when I finally did recover from that, I brought the window to get that going, and she decided she didn't want the window anymore.
When did you order the window?
Well, the window wasn't delivered until October.
That wasn't my question. When did you order it?
September.
Do you have proof that you ordered it in September?
Just a conversation with the special order guy. I don't have a piece of paper.
All right. It becomes relevant because she's upset because she says that she called you on what day?
I called the first week of in October. I did not note that in my calendar. And I called again a second time, and I did note that in my calendar. It is part of my portfolio of evidence.
Right. You know what's much better thing is to either text or email so that there's actually a record of when the caller...
I don't do either.
I know. God bless you.
Sorry.
No, I'm so jealous.
But
Totally
anyway.
jealous.
Anyway, when he came on the 1st of November with the window, after I had called and I had not heard back from him, I said, but John, I canceled the window. He said, oh, you can't cancel the window. This is a special order. They don't,
Let me see what you do have from the window company.
And I believe that says October 13th. And I called the day before.
Prove that.
And I can't prove it.
Okay, that's what I know, because otherwise people could always say that, right?
It's a he said, she said situation.
Well, right. And did you ever get a call from her where she was canceling the window?
I got, not that I recall, but I was laid up at the time, and my daughters were supposed to be answering my calls for me.
All right, so you had originally asked for your $700 back because from your perspective, he's done nothing, right?
He said at that time, I will pay you back the $700.
Right. So that's what was
And-
happening. And then what happened? Why didn't you pay her back the $700?
Okay, I originally asked for, I said I'd pay back 300, not thinking about the fact that I'd already invested a significant amount of time.
What did you invest a significant amount of time doing that has a value to her?
Okay, I'm not here to ask for $700 to keep. She is entitled to some money. My problem is, I can't do anything about the window. It's not something, I'd hate to have to eat the window.
No, you're not going to eat the
And
window.
I'd hate to have to lose my ladder, which is being held hostage.
Okay, where is his ladder and how is it being held hostage?
Well, I have to pay her before I can get the ladder back.
Is that what
But-
she told you?
Yes, but.
Did you say
but-
that to him?
No,
Oh,
I
just
didn't,
admit
I
it if
didn't
you
say
did.
that. As a matter of fact, in the letter I wrote to him, by the way, you left your ladder here.
Did you
No,
say anything that sounded like that?
I don't.
If you ever want to see your ladder again alive, you better pay me my.
No, I didn't say anything
Well,
like that.
She doesn't
wanted-
strike me as that type of person, I got to tell you.
She's not.
Okay, now let's
But the
discuss-
problem is, if I went to pick up the ladder, I was convinced that I was going to hear about giving all this money back. That
Oh, so you just didn't feel like picking up your ladder because you didn't want to be harassed?
So if this construction guy owes her money, is she allowed to hold his ladder hostage until he pays?
Sure, it's collateral.
Well, it's okay, and I understand you could call that collateral. Is it legal to do that?
I don't know if it's legal, but
That's what I'm asking.
yeah.
You can go down the block if you want to do a different show. This is the legal show.
Yeah, I don't think it's legal because that's his livelihood. So without the ladder, he can't do his job.
Okay, going inside the courtroom.
The issue then is what work did you do
I climbed
that
up on the
entitles
roof.
you to keep $700 or any portion of it?
Okay, up on the roof, evaluating what we've got to do to try to stay within the $1,000 budget. Down off the roof, up onto the ceiling, filling up holes with a special foam that the squirrels and the bats won't eat.
So you sprayed the foam and filled in how many holes?
Maybe 3 good-sized ones, and then evaluating the window aspect and the framing aspect, and just running back to the lumberyard and doing some math. I mean, again, whatever you
Did you
think
do a
is
single
fair,
thing
Your
on
Honor.
the chimney?
The chimney, I got up there and I figured out that it was going to be a lot more than I thought.
So you didn't do any work on the chimney?
The only work I did was I purchased a heavy-duty tarp. I placed it on with special reinforcements so it wouldn't blow away, and I sealed up, and I gave orders not to light any fires or anything because it was sealed.
And then, so you filled in the holes, and what else? Would you say something about electricity?
There was a light and the screen
You
door.
didn't do anything on the light?
I
You
had
just
to-
told her about it?
No, I had to fix. I was up on the ladder
That's
anyway.
what I'm asking you. What did you fix with the light?
The light had a short in it, and it maybe only took half an hour, 45 minutes
Okay.
to fix that.
I've heard enough. I think that for the few odds and ends that he did there, he's entitled to keep something. It's certainly not the $700. The window issue is a problem because that window was ordered. It was ordered in August, and by your own testimony, it wasn't until October that you canceled, but yet you can't prove to me having canceled. You don't have phone records to show it. You don't have an email or a text or a certified letter or anything to cancel it. And I'd need to see some proof that you had canceled it before he ordered it. So the window is yours to put in there someday that you may want to put it in there. Who knows? You have a new window and it's yours. So what's in play is the $700. And what's at issue is, based on what he's telling me he did, that you're acknowledging how much of that I'm going to allow him to keep. I'm going to allow him to keep $100. I'm ordering him to return to you the remaining $600. Verdict for the plaintiff.
So the short, sweet answer to all of this is you cannot hold somebody else's property hostage even if they owe you money, only if you have a lien on that property.